don't gotta look any further, no, I'm down for you. Haters watch their mouth and when they see me, know I rock for you. They ain't messing with you when they see me fix your crown. It's ride or die for you. Riding through the city with the top down, screaming fuck the world, we on top now. All my ladies fine and we're independent. Got a bag of tons, not a penny missing.
Yo, welcome back to You Can't Six with Us. Okay, so we're gonna get started with last week's question, and honestly, I kind of forgot it. So let me read it word for word.
Pull up the receipt.
This is the one that we asked them, right?
This is the one we asked you guys
At the end of our episode.
Yeah, I hope you guys, you know.
A skill you can master overnight, right?
No, wrong.
I think that was one of them though.
That was
Wrong.
Loud and wrong.
if we had a button. Okay, do you think it's okay to talk about your body count in any stage of the relationship? That being the beginning, or maybe you guys, you know, are getting a little bit serious and then, you know, he wants to bring it up, because I feel like usually it's the guy that's bringing it up, right?
I feel like guys are normally more concerned with it.
I feel like
They slut shame a lot.
I feel like girls, honestly.
You
Yeah,
think?
I do.
You think?
I do
Because
feel
I feel like
I don't
honestly, if you hear about this guy and like he's kind of like known about, you kind of want to know like what girls you could be around that he maybe mess with.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like as a girl, like I would want to know probably.
Usually, if I'm talking to somebody, either I know about them already just because they've been on my social media for a while, because that's usually, at least for me, because I don't really be going outside and talking to people in person. But, I don't know. I don't think I would
not
ask.
the online dater, please.
All right, I don't online date.
Serious.
I don't online date, but you see
What?
me at the bar. I
I'm
don't pay no
definitely
mind to
online
nobody.
dater.
I know.
So
What'd you say?
I guess. Plus, y'all be, I don't know.
It must be something in the water, New York.
So,
No.
I feel
Did
like
you
guys
hear that
ask
New
that
York was
question.
rated like #1 for worst
yes.
dating?
It's
Like,
facts.
It's because
We're fucking number one.
we're outside. That's why we're in the street.
Everybody's outside. The
We're
babies
hoes.
are outside.
Trenches.
Bro,
The
the
babies-
dogs,
the
the
babies, the
cats,
dogs.
your feet are outside.
Like,
Your ass.
just don't come here if you want to find love.
No, it's okay.
Stay away.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna phone a friend today.
Yeah, I feel like
That's what we're gonna do. We definitely need a male's perspective. I do feel like we should, you know, sprinkle the idea of having a male guest soon.
Yeah,
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
soon.
We're
So-
definitely gonna have a guest soon.
We're gonna phone a friend, and we're gonna ask him.
And just
What's
to get
tea?
it out the way, I know we talk about a lot of controversial things, but we are not men haters here. You know, it's all love. We
Yeah.
just don't like the toxic ones, school. You better get better.
Yeah, I love my guy. And if you're my guy friend, you know I be putting you straight. You not doing none of that funny stuff over here, buddy.
You can't six with us.
Listen here, you buddy.
Can't you just be like, you can't six with us?
Oh, I love it. Turn it up, turn it up.
I feel like he's gonna be like, it does matter.
Yeah, who you around? You put that volume real low.
I think he was bringing it up.
What's going on?
All right.
What's good?
What's up? You're not live. We're not live.
You're live.
No, you're live with
my
You
man.
Can't Six with Us.
Okay, so you are live. Okay, so I have a question for you, and I need your honest opinion on it.
And
For
reasoning.
sure.
And reasoning.
Are you ready for the question?
Yeah, what's the question?
Why you laughing? All right, the question is, do you think it's okay to talk about your body count in any stage of the relationship?
Personally, yeah, because I'd like to know if you've been around or not. But,
Oh, wow.
you know, that's another topic in case if we're going to get married or something. But, you know.
Yeah, but do you think her body count like shows who she is as a person? If you already knew her, you were talking to her for 2 months, and then she tells you a crazy number, does it really matter?
I mean, no. I mean, you could be like one of those born again Jesus, you know, like lose all them counts. But If she's real, it's real.
Those counts don't go nowhere, baby.
Born again.
Jesus Christ knows.
That
Nah.
coochie ain't
That's
born
my
again.
Wait, so he
point,
said
though.
you
I'd
could
like to
get
know.
baptized and
You would like to know.
He said you could be like one of those
Wait,
born again
wait.
people and basically like change your life around
Yeah.
and not be a hoe anymore.
Yeah.
All right, Pedro, thank you so much. We appreciate your opinion.
Hey.
thank you.
We outta
Bye,
here.
Next
Pedro.
Later.
Well, realistically, I guess, what age does somebody normally start having sex? Like, today, like from like 13.
I was
Today,
about
yeah,
to say.
no,
I talked
12.
about this today
12,
with
bro.
my friends. Like, bro, I was
It
I was
just
a
keeps
virgin
getting
for
younger.
mad long, and girls at over here 12
Yo,
was
all
popping
my
their
friends
coochie.
were not
Like,
virgins, and I was the only
That's what
one
I'm
at one
saying.
point.
Like, what is?
Back then, it was like when I was in like 7th grade. I think, what is that, like 13?
Yeah, I had.
Now
Yeah,
it's
we
just
had
getting
somebody
younger.
at 7th grade who was pregnant as well. I do have a question for Naya. Right, body count doesn't count. Doesn't count. Not that you said that, but do you count your bodies since you're with females?
Yeah, I'm still having sex.
Do you?
Yes. Why you single me out?
I was gonna ask her next.
Oh, alright.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, I'm still having
I
sex.
mean, yeah, well, I would think so, right? Because even if it's
She only
it's
trying to
not a
count the
vagina,
dick.
like, no, you still
It's
use
not a
a
vagina.
dildo.
Oh,
What do I
really?
have?
Yeah.
So
I didn't mean to say that. I got my words mixed up.
I mean,
But
I
I'm
don't
saying-
really know how that works.
Girls still
Like, I don't know if you guys
now
scissor-
bitches don't know how it works.
No,
Scissor.
I'm
Okay, I guess
saying
let's talk
I
about
really, Yeah, like I really don't. I don't know.
Wait, you're saying
Are you
Education.
serious?
You're saying you don't know what
Def-
girls do?
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck I do on her ass. Like
Bruh.
I don't know
Somebody
if it's
get it.
different.
Somebody
like,
grab the
some
wheel.
girls do.
The only
like,
thing
just
that's different
scissoring.
is it would be a
I don't think
scissoring
girls
or
just do
just
scissors.
yeah.
I don't
Like-
know. I don't know. I don't.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
She's being serious.
It's
Okay.
like
Never-
if
you
if
never
if
click-
like,
you
oh, the dildo.
You've
so
never
I'm like,
clicked
wait,
lesbian
they
porn?
put the strap
Not
on?
even that, but in movies they be having it. Like it's just there.
I don't think she watches
Oh, so,
lesbian
like,
movies.
You just hold it and then you.
you just hold what?
Get innocent
There's
mind.
things where you could connect it
Yes,
like
that's
an
what I'm saying,
underwear
like a
with the
strap.
thing. There's ones that's
Okay,
motorized.
so, like,
There's ones that
Who does it? Do you
Motorized.
it depends. If she likes to, she might not have ever had
Did you ever do it?
dick.
She said, "Why we gotta go there?"
Oh my dear lord.
I think
Anyway,
she's
anyway.
asking if I ever had what the thing.
Look.
I did. Anyways, next question. All right, now we're tapping into next question because we getting a little
Wait,
too
real
like
quick, though.
nitty gritty.
I think that for some people it does matter the body count, and for others it doesn't. So if you're somebody that don't like to talk about it, then I guess you should just date somebody that don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
It
there's
depends why
there's
you're
somebody
asking
out there
also.
for everyone.
I don't see why you should even ask because realistically, as a man, you definitely got more than 50 body counts, and like
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Like, as a female,
Well,
that's
bro,
what I
50
wanna
plus.
know.
Guys be having like 100.
Come on,
That's
that's what I'm saying.
I think that maybe because you're 26 going on 27, you're just like that's such a like high school question.
Yeah.
So
We're
when
grown.
you're younger, that matters a little bit
It
more
does.
than when
Not
you get
saying
older.
I get around.
You don't
but I'm
want to.
just
You don't
saying.
want to know though.
No,
I
know.
personally
I already
feel
know.
like a guy has more history than
Yeah,
a girl,
yeah.
right?
Come on.
Girls are more like looked down upon it.
Yeah.
So that's like something that people don't really talk about.
You don't want to be like. Oh,
But if you have-
fuck that.
But if you even tap into the double digits, like just
toxic.
10, like that's
That's what
something
I'm saying.
girls don't like to admit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
cuz it looks bad
Me
regardless.
personally, at this like very big age, I'm not asking you what your body count is. I just want to know like when your last partner was, and are you still fucking? Because and are you gonna fuck other people?
Not
because,
even at this age, we're going to the lab together.
Yeah, like
Like
get
we're
tested.
gonna get
Yeah.
STD tested,
I feel
making
it's
sure
such
we
an awkward
clean.
question, but you really gotta ask now. I ask,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I won't have sex with you until I ask
be
you that
dirty.
question because
That's why I just feel like, I
Honestly,
just want to know if you
I'm
get
not
around.
gonna lie. I don't ask that question. I should ask that question, but I know for myself and my person, I always get checked.
yeah, me too.
If I've had something with somebody, and then that doesn't work out, you a boyfriend, and we break up, like I'm getting checked. I'm getting my crossing my T's and whatever the hell they say.
Dotting your eyes.
Do you feel like
And
men
that's
keep
it.
up with that as much as
They
I feel
don't.
like females have
No,
to
they
worry.
don't.
No.
But
I'm
if
very surprised when I hear them.
no,
keep
but
up
if
with
you get checked, like I feel like that's a perfect way to
Yup.
like bring it up to
Yup.
somebody, because that's exactly what I did. I was in a relationship where I was getting cheated on.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
like,
How do you propose
so
that?
then I was like, I need to get rechecked. Not that I had done it, but since the last time I had gotten rechecked, obviously it was some time. So I was like, I'm gonna get checked. You should get checked. And then we went both together to get checked, and we were like, "Oh, we're good, we're
Cute
clean."
little date.
So I feel like
First
because
date
I
vibes?
was doing it, I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm doing it. You should do it too." You know,
Yeah,
so it doesn't
facts.
feel so forced.
Yeah.
But then you're like, as a guy, they don't really think about that. So then they're like, "Damn, when's the
Well,
last
I'll be
time I got my
surprised if
shit
the guy
checked?"
goes to the dentist.
Even some females. I just met a female, and it also depends on like how they're brought up, right? Like, because some people really are not taught about how to properly take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on where they're coming from, where they live at. Personally,
Yeah, but I mean,
How they're brought
I
up.
feel like at a certain extent,
responsible for yourself.
As a woman, you are.
yeah.
So it's
Being
like,
around other women too, you know that
But
other
your
women
mom
are
is
doing.
What if
supposed
you're
to
not
teach you
around
those
them,
things,
though?
Too, like,
But it's like honestly, sometimes like some
I get
situations
people
people don't
don't
have
growing up.
moms.
That's what
you
I'm
know,
saying. You
yeah.
know,
So, but as a woman being around other women, I feel like women are doing these things like, and
Do you
just
think
not
it's
being
cultural?
mindful of it because someone's not telling you to do it.
do you think
It
it
is-
alternates through
yeah.
cultures too?
That's why I said it's a little bit of a taboo, especially in
Like
like the
consciousness to the
Hispanic
body, yeah.
community. Like moms feel
Yeah.
like they shouldn't be tapping into that conversation, the sexuality. Like they
Yeah.
get very uncomfortable. They
I
don't
could
talk
give
about it.
that, or it's like I guess taboo in what sense though? Like, cause I was gonna say like, mom never taught us how to wear tampons.
No,
Because
well,
she
yeah,
don't want us
because
to,
my
like-
mom would just like, you can't wear the tampons. And then like, I was a swimmer, so I had an occasion where I was mid-race and I saw my blood coming down my leg. And so I disqualified myself and contaminated the pool. I'm sorry. But I went in there because I was embarrassed because it was going down my leg, and we're on like a white board. So it's like, it's going to show. So I disqualified myself. And I took my behind into the bathroom, and like the next day I told my friend, you need to show me how to wear a tampon. And girl, I was wearing that thing wrong for months. It was half in and half out.
Bro, every
It hurt.
Yes, when it does that.
Bro, I was like, it's so uncomfortable.
Like
They're like, you're not
sandpaper.
supposed to
No,
be
or
feeling
every
it.
time
I'm
you
like, I
talk,
feel
when you walk
everything.
through it, yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
Bro,
not
so
talking.
I guess in the taboo in that sense where they just tell you can't do it, so they don't talk about it at all, and
Yeah.
then you gotta like figure it out. My aunt from Chicago showed me how to put a tampon
Yep,
on.
my
After I
aunt,
was
same
wearing
aunt.
it wrong for months, she's like, "Girl, what
My
are you
mom showed
doing?"
me.
And
Oh,
she
but
was
only
mad.
because
My mom did not show me.
The
My mom
instructions
did
showed
not
me.
show
The
same mom.
Because we were
The
out of
same mom.
pads and I had my period.
My mom didn't even
and
show
the
me how to
only
put a pad
was
on.
a tampon.
So
she
she's
was
like,
I read the
oh,
instructions.
you're
this?
gonna have to use this, and then she like showed me how to put it on.
Yeah.
Was it uncomfortable the
Well,
first
I'm
time too,
confused.
or no?
It
when
was,
she
like,
put it
weird,
on,
but
for you?
it was
no,
okay.
I think I did it myself.
Okay,
But
okay,
she
okay.
literally showed me like
yeah, how to do
like
it.
here.
she demonstrated like you're gonna
I'm
go
like-
like this.
My
I'm
aunt,
like thinking, my mom? My mom?
She put it in there for you?
No, she didn't put it in there. She showed
She
me
showed
how
her,
to do
like-
it. Like she demonstrated.
She was probably like,
it.
"This
Like
is your
this,
hole.
and
You're gonna put it in
Yeah.
here," and then
He's like, you're gonna pull this out. I was gonna.
My mom got me a book about my period, and I was uncomfortable to read it.
book.
a book.
A book
Crazy.
to learn about my period, and then I just read the instructions in the tampon box.
Yeah, no, there was no books for us.
I'm not gonna lie. My daughter's 9 years old and she knows about periods. I already
That's
kind of.
good.
She only because it was like, I have it, so it was like a perfect moment when she was like, "Why is there blood in there?" Boom.
How
A little
young is too young, do you think, to introduce that conversation?
I don't know,
think
because
it's too
girls
young.
are having
Yeah.
periods now as
Yeah.
young
Really?
as 9.
I
bro.
got my period at like 10.
No,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Super early.
I got mine super late. We're like totally opposite.
Yeah, bro.
No, well, now the average is 9 to 11
I got
for
mine in
girls
like
to get.
5th grade.
Yo, I was like
Fifth?
I
Fifth
was like
grade?
14, I think. When
That's
I got my
10
period.
because
That's what I'm
Mia's
saying.
9
I was
and
like
4.
the same age, 9,
Like
10.
4th, 5th grade.
I'm so
I
sorry.
don't even remember.
Yeah,
She's like, I feel
I've
bad.
been dealing with this burden for 23 years,
Fifth
almost 23.
grade?
Maybe
Yeah,
like
that's
4.
OD.
4?
Yo, maybe I was in first grade.
Wait, you got it in what grade?
It was like 4th, 5th.
Oh, that's why you were so horny all the time.
See, but I wasn't, so don't make that the excuse because I was not.
She
I was
said
not
no.
doing what she was doing.
I wasn't doing
She's
shit
like,
in fifth grade.
I was just horny the
Not
whole
doing that.
time.
I know you back in the day.
High school.
So we're gonna roll into the next question. Are you guys ready for this one?
Let's go.
Next question is, how can you be a better friend? When do you think someone is overstepping or doing too much in a friendship? Examples.
How can you be a better friend? Definitely be more reliable.
Okay.
What else?
Not the what else.
No, oh my god.
And then what was the second part?
It's like just like give examples, not examples, but like just within yourself. Like, what do you feel you need not need, but like just you could do better. Yeah.
Yeah, but she asked what the second part of the question was. You said when do you feel like
Yeah,
your friend
when do you think a friend
overstepping?
is overstepping?
And then examples.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all personal though. It depends on boundaries.
Yeah, like definitely boundaries. Damn, y'all all staring at me.
When you're talking.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Be a good listener, I think. Yeah.
So listening, and what was that one you said?
Be reliable.
Be reliable.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really reliable.
Or
Okay.
you're a good listener.
Example.
Yeah, give an example.
Yeah, what's an example?
One time, Ceci told me to pick up her brother, and I got drunk, and I didn't pick him up.
No, that's a big old reliable. That is bad.
And when I was sober, I was like, "Fuck, I regretted it so bad." So I was like, "I need to be more reliable," because when her other friends be calling, they be like,
So you feel the pressure.
feel the
Pressure's
pressure.
on.
I'm like, damn, I had to.
I love my friends.
Could have picked up her brother.
I don't know about this
Didn't
one.
pick him
Nah, I'm kidding.
Wait, but like, Brian needed to get picked up later that day, or
I honestly I forgot what the situation was,
Yeah,
but we
it
were
was
on the
just-
phone
yeah,
and she
and
offered.
I was like,
no,
oh,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
pick him up.
No, she offered
I have a
to
story
pick him
to
up.
this story when you're
She
done.
offered to pick him. That's what got me. How you gonna offer? I
Yeah.
tell you no, and you still insist to pick him up for me. And then what was it, like 20 minutes
Damn, she's
before
like,
he
let me
needed
be
to
your
get
friend. Let
picked
me be your
up?
friend.
I was
She
just
wants to hit me
driving
up
on my
like
phone, and I'm like, oh,
driving,
Wait,
drinking.
You were
so
drinking and
listen, the
driving?
same day that she made those plans with you, she also made plans with me
So I've heard.
to
yeah.
chill.
That's
Double
why I
booking.
need to
Double
be
booking.
reliable.
She
is that who she got drunk with?
This was recent.
This was like
No,
Maybe like a
before the
couple
summer
months ago.
started.
Yeah.
Before the summer started,
Yeah.
she triple booked
no,
and she was out.
No,
That was triple booking.
no.
That
I'm
was.
saying it was
And
like
you was at
December.
another
It was
spot.
December, girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
girl.
It doesn't
Still a bad
matter
friend.
when.
Still a
that
bad
was so
friend.
long ago.
that was the one.
Hey, yo, I
Almost
said
a
I
year.
need to be more reliable.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're taking accountability.
So she
Taking
triple booked?
accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she didn't get drunk
Yeah,
with
you
you.
triple book a lot though.
You got drunk with a whole
That's
different
why I got
girl.
my planner.
Didn't
But a
hang
whole
out with-
different girl.
Because I'm a dirty double
One of
booker.
these.
I
Yeah.
don't even know who to be.
Some girl.
Yeah,
But I
some
think-
girl.
Do you think you've gotten better since?
Yeah.
Just progress since then, not where you want to be, obviously. Because
Yeah,
you're saying
like
you still-
I know what I'm doing wrong.
But you keep doing it.
What?
Copy.
Okay, next.
Wow. How do I feel I can be a better friend? I think I can listen more. And something I've observed is that I'm very quick to be like, this is weird. I don't like it. Move differently. But I'm not very quick to be like, okay, how can I help the situation? So I think that there's two parts in every single situation. So I think that there's always room for me to play my part better to influence the situation to go better. And yeah. And when do I feel like somebody's overstepping? For me personally, this is a hard one because with my friends, I'm very open. If you have an opinion on something that, if you have an opinion
I feel like
on
if you just have an opinion all the time, like you're just like, oh, this, like every time I talk to you, you're just saying something negative.
yeah.
But if
feel
you're
like that's
telling me,
weird.
then I should give you my opinion.
No, I
Well-
feel like if I just call you and then you're just like, oh, well, this, instead of like
But you called me to tell me
Well,
something,
there's a
so I'm
difference
gonna give
between
you.
doing that and just like giving good advice.
Like,
Yeah.
like, how are you feeling,
Sometimes I feel like I give unwarranted opinions, and it's not like out of malice intent, but it's just because it's like I'm working on a boundary to where now I'm stopping myself before I answer you. And like if you're venting to me, I'm asking how you want me to respond. Do you want me to just listen, or do you want me to respond to you? Because sometimes people just come to you like just to vent.
If I'm venting, it's different.
Yeah.
But if I'm not and you're just talking shit, then like, alright, bro, you're just doing too much. Like, what are we being friends for?
Oh my god.
Well, I feel like it's like the delivery that matters.
Yeah, I'm
though,
saying
right?
like the delivery. It really matters with the delivery.
I feel with Naya, her boundary, or like where you feel like people shouldn't overstep, is your personal relationships.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say that.
I feel like that's what a lot
I feel like with Naya, well,
Personal,
No,
I don't mind a
because-
personal relationship.
No,
It's
'cause-
just if I speak about it, because the reason I'm so close about it, and I realize like we've run into this like in our friendship, is that you guys like you know like you speak on our relationships and with us when we speak to you, but you don't speak on ours, and it's just and I'm reopening up. You know, like when I do have things, I try to speak to you guys. Right now, nothing, but when I do, I try to speak to you. But I feel like over the years, I've realized that the more people, like I can't control if you want to tell me, but I can control if I want to tell you. And it's not because you're a person, but it's just because in personal experience, I've realized that when people are close to me and they have an opinion on my situation, it makes it harder for me to think my own thoughts and like what I'm feeling, because I'm feeling the pressure of everybody around me of being like, okay, this isn't good for you. We don't want you here. We don't want you to do this. And it's like, okay, but how am I feeling? You know, so I get a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm trying to like read balance. But
No, of
that is
course.
something that I definitely have been touchy with in the past. But
which is fine. I feel like we all share the things we want to share, you
yeah,
know, about our personal relationships, and then if we don't, now we keep them
yeah.
to ourselves. And we've learned through the years that maybe, because I've definitely overshared in the past, so we've all overshared a little bit, you know. But then you learn to like, you know, those little battles, you kind of keep them in your pockets. But when you need your girls,
Yeah.
and you're crying, and
The
you're
Powerpuff
singing Alicia Keys, and you're like this, I'm gonna call my girls. And obviously we know that like that wouldn't happen all the time, so we would be
Yeah.
there for each other.
Yeah, word. I feel like it comes to a certain extent too, where it's like you can only talk to somebody about something so much before it's like, okay, like we're speaking about the same thing over and over again now. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do about it? Because I've already offered everything that I can at this point, and now I'm getting tired from speaking to you about the same thing, and I'm here for you to like vent, but like, you know, like at a certain point it's like, where can I supply any further before you feel like I'm not here for you in the way that you want me to be? Because you're not helping yourself, you know.
That too. Oh wow. Okay. How can I be a
Yeah.
better friend? I'm perfect. I don't need to be a better friend.
This
I'm
is
a
the
great.
shit
Look,
that
I
I be
already
talking about.
do.
This
I
is
already
the
do.
shit.
You saw me look.
What do you think then?
She swears I'm Miss Perfect. She swears I swear that I'm Miss Perfect. Do you guys feel like
She
I
dreams
carry
about
around
being
like that?
perfect.
I carry
She
myself
dreams.
around like
Sounds
that.
you're perfect?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Of course, they're not gonna agree.
No, okay, so I think that me and Ceci share this part too, because I feel like the way we were raised has a lot to do with the way that we are. Because my mom walks around like that, and we tell my mom that she walks around like her shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we, without trying, you know, like not thinking about it. So and I'm not saying that like my mom's a good person and she treats everybody nice, but I'm saying like for us, like she walks around and she comes through and she's like, this is wrong, this is wrong. So I feel like sometimes we can be that friend. You know, Ceci's more blunt. I'm more like, hey, I've noticed. You know, Ceci's just like, we already talked about this 20,000 times already.
Where do you think you can be better?
Okay, where
in your
do I
personal
think?
opinion?
I think maybe in the delivery, maybe in how
Okay.
I started off.
How you
But
express-
honestly, like, yeah, just how I started conversation of what is bothering me, I guess, because I just like.
It's the delivery.
yeah, you think she could do better in the
But I
delivery?
have done better from my
delivery fee.
friend Naya right here, right? Thank you, Naya.
Delivery right now.
What the fuck was
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know about the delivery.
You can't stick to us.
that?
She's like, I'm sitting right here.
But I'm right here. Okay, but where can I do better? I mean, just in the delivery, or maybe speaking up a little bit more about things that do bother me. I feel like sometimes I don't want to bring it up because I'm like, oh, like it doesn't really matter, and then down the line like it bothers me and then it piles up and then boom, I'm like exploding like like no, it shouldn't be like that. It should be,
That's a
if
delivery you
we're
don't
friends, we should be able to like, listen, you're doing this is bothering me, like can we talk about it, like just so I could be heard, and they're not going to continue to do it and it's going to continue to bother me. And then I'm like dropping a friend that I've been friends with for years just because of something so silly that could have just been fixed with a simple conversation, not being at 10,
right?
But just, trying to understand them too. Because like I've said many times before, I can't find myself in all my friends, and they all move differently. They were all raised differently. So I guess also understanding their like
Perspective.
Not perspective, but just how they were raised, how you were raised. You just,
Who
some
you are as a
people,
person.
yeah.
I think that this is like a very fine line, right? Like, friends are not for years, right? Like, sometimes as people, we don't realize the boundaries that we have for ourselves until we're older, right? So if you don't set those boundaries from early on with a friend that you've been friends with for years, it's almost kind of like at some point there's no going back, right? Because if you've been friends for 13 years plus, and then you're talking to somebody and they're like, I really don't like this, and you're like, but this is how I've always been, and you're like, but now I'm realizing I don't like it, So at a certain point it's like, I feel as if you're responsible for yourself.
You are
to change those things that are affecting the people around you that you care about, right? Like even as your friends, like if you tell somebody I don't like this, either they're gonna be like, "F you, I think that I'm perfect," or they're gonna be like, "Oh, like I could see where you're coming from. Like let me pay attention to it,"
And when do I feel like a friend is overstepping? Honestly, I don't really mind my friends telling me about myself. But I think the only place I feel like friends do tend to overstep with me, honestly, I haven't felt it because I haven't had a boyfriend in like 2 years. But, personally, me, when I'm in a relationship, I like to be up their butt, not physically, but like stuck to them like glue. So sometimes I feel like most of my friends, they're all like, oh, sus, like, why are you always with him? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, that just irks me.
Meanwhile, we all do the same shit.
Exactly. It'd be all the single friends
there.
on me, like, why are you always want to be with him? Like, you guys are gonna get bored. Okay, let me figure it out.
As soon as they get a man, then they be on their
Boom.
man's
Yeah, but you know why? We all talk our
doing
shit
it
because we're all bored.
I'm not.
Who
I
you
didn't
pointing
say I
fingers
didn't
at?
do
I'm
it.
saying though. Everybody does it to everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're always at this person's ass, and then
But then they be doing the same thing.
I've never done that.
Scar, you just be.
I'm like, wait, hold on, Scar. You be with Johnny every day.
No, I'm saying I never press somebody
Yeah, I'm saying
and be
that's
like,
why.
oh, you're
Yeah.
with them, girl, because
No, you're
I'm
very
the
much-
same.
Man.
I like to be under their wing.
Yeah, you're
Be
very
each
much
other
like, I
under-
can see what's happening. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I'm like,
disappears.
I'll catch you next season, girl. Don't worry, I'm here. Call me when you need me.
Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I need to get better at answering my phone for sure. Like, this is something that I definitely get a lot from my friends. Like, bruh, sometimes I'll see the text as soon as it comes in, but like, I'm really that person that like will not. I don't want to seem like a fiend, so I'm not answering your text as soon as it comes through. Like, I'm gonna wait, but then my ass, I wait and then I forget,
I'm answering
and then I
that
won't
text.
answer, or like, and then I feel like if it passes too much time, like, it's too late to answer.
Yep.
I
That's
got
like
too
now I don't
much-
want to answer. So now I just leave my friends on like red and shit like that.
Nah,
and
I'm
I
not
do
gonna
get
lie.
that a
Y'all
lot.
be acting like y'all famous on your phone, like y'all can't text back.
Yeah.
Bro, so that's the thing. Like,
Who's
people would think,
y'all?
yeah, like,
whoa.
I was gonna say that.
Like,
I
bro,
was
Wait,
gonna
wait,
say
wait. You pointed at me
be
too?
more.
No,
Yeah.
I'll take it
I was
back.
gonna say that too, but I don't.
yeah. So that's definitely something I feel like I need to get better on.
She's like, well,
Scar, she just be blaming it on Mia.
Scar's phone be like halfway to Canada.
Yeah,
I swear,
she
I'm not
just be
even kidding.
blaming it
This
on
shit be
Mia.
all the way
no,
over
but
there.
right, me, I be using my phone
She does,
all the
and she
time.
doesn't tell
answers.
anybody.
She answers if you got a nail appointment.
But
If
I
the
was
money
gonna say the
calls.
same
That's
thing.
what
I
I'm
was
saying,
gonna
like-
be more like
Can't
what's
say
the
shit
word?
about me.
You
like
answer.
not attentive.
I'll be answering because I
but more
love y'all.
considerate
Mm-hmm.
of people, like answering back. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be on the group chat reading, and I'm just like, oh, okay, they don't need my opinion on this. Like they just going back and forth, so I don't need to chime in. When you ask me questions, when you say due date, I'm right there, sending what I gotta send. I am like a homework girl, right? It's my
I just
homework.
want
I
to
gotta
give.
get it
I
done.
want to give all y'all a round of applause because I feel like since the first episode and day one, we have all come a very long way and all assumed responsibility, which was super cool. Super cool to see it all come into the works, and everybody just like is like stepping into their part, and everything is going like more seamlessly. So I applaud you guys from some of you not knowing what the hell is going on when we stepped in this room, to maybe partially know what's going on, but over time everybody stepped up and like showed initiative, and it was pretty cool. So I just want to kudos to you guys.
So boundaries. Did you say the boundaries?
So I definitely feel like in my personal relationship, like I don't like telling people my business, like in general. Like that's just the way I feel. Like I feel like a lot of times when I've told like people that are close to me like personal things, like eventually it gets thrown back in my face, and I hate that. That is like a pet peeve for me. Like if I tell you something and I'm like telling you in confidence, like
Vulnerable.
Don't repeat it.
I'm vulnerable. Like don't ever come back to me and be like, oh well, you said blah blah blah, like, or this happened to you, blah blah blah. Like don't ever do that to me, because now I'm not gonna want to tell you nothing. So it's like I definitely
That's also something why I closed up about
want
it
to work
too.
on that too as a friend. Like definitely like putting my guard down and stuff like that. But it's like that happens to me all the time, too many times. So like it's hard for me not to be like that, because I hate that
You
shit,
better
honestly.
pick better friends.
That's what I'm saying. So
She's
it's like
like,
that's
gonna
why my
start getting-
groups are also very small. Like this is a group. I have another group of just 2 girls, and then another group of just 2 girls. Like that's really my friends for real. Everyone else is like more just mutuals, but like I keep my circle very small because of stuff like that.
AJ, number 1.
How can I be a better friend? I definitely think I can like reach out more to my friends and like check on them, and because I don't really do that often. I feel like I'm very introverted. So yeah, sometimes I'll just like be to myself or I stay to myself. But like I obviously I care about you guys, but I definitely think I could be better at like reaching out and like answering texts back, probably like faster calls and stuff like that.
I'll be waiting 7 to 10 business days for these bitches.
No, but it's not
Especially
even, it's
me.
not even like, oh, I don't want to talk to them.
Not-
it's just like,
not slime.
I don't know.
But honestly,
I
Andy,
get
Andy
overwhelmed
works late
really
too.
easily,
Like
though. Yeah, I do a lot. Like I work, I drive out. Like that's totally my life. And then it's like the time I have in between, I'm like doing other things. And I can get overwhelmed really easily to where like if I see too many messages, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like look at that later, and then I don't, and then it'll be like days later, and then I.
That's why I answer right away. And everybody be like, oh, you're mad weird. My best friend's like, bitch, why is your phone in your hand? Why are you answering on the first ring? Because I see you're calling me. We don't speak often. I'm fucking answering that shit. And also, when you send me a text, clearly you're texting me because you want to talk, and I want to talk too. So, love ya. Press send, babe.
She's like, you already know what it is.
You already know. I'm here for you.
And
Whenever
what was the
you
second
need
part?
Like a boundary.
where do you think people overstep?
Overstep, yeah.
Sometimes, okay, so I think maybe sometimes I'm too nice, and I do a lot.
Oh wow.
And then
Why'd you feel?
maybe I don't like set the boundary enough or
does a
like
lot.
say no. So yeah, I think that's a boundary that like friends can overstep. I'm not looking at no one specific.
I felt
I'm not
like
She felt targeted.
that was a little.
Yeah, from the jump in the first word, if the shoe fits, baby, wear it.
All right.
Say no.
No, oh, I do.
Well, since we already called out this side for not texting back, definitely
She
I
wears
was
the
gonna
crown.
say me. I'm the worst one of them all.
Bro.
I definitely am, but I'm making this an excuse about having a family, but I just really feel like you guys are like the closest people to me here.
I give you that excuse all the time. Anytime you don't answer for like a month, like, it's the family.
For a month is crazy.
Oh, yeah, that,
Definitely a week, but not a month. But I'm just
Dramatic.
like, I just feel like, my mom friends, we talk every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they understand. So I just feel like sometimes I'm just cooped up in my own stuff, right? I'm dealing with my own mental health because I just had a baby.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with my postpartum. I'm dealing with my business. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. So
Two
I
kids
feel
on
like,
top of that.
so I feel like, yes.
Gym.
And
And
I
a
feel
marriage.
like, and I'm trying to keep up with the gym with Cess. So I'm like, and you know, my mom, family, like, I feel like, not that they deserve my first attention, but that, you know, I'm a family
first,
person. So it's like, I'm going to help my mom. I'm going to do this. And then I have no energy for nothing but to chill and just go to sleep.
Disassociate.
And then
watch
I
the
look at the
TV.
group chat and I'm like,
Damn.
they don't need my opinion on this. And then I just put it down. And then whenever you guys need me, I try to be there like right away. I do not answer the phone all the time. And I know that pisses people off because it pisses me off when I call my mother and she don't answer the phone. And
That's
I'm
one
like,
thing I could say though is like when you're there, you're there.
exactly.
Yeah.
I try to.
But when
I
she's not,
Yeah.
she's
like if you
definitely not.
need me for real, I'm gonna drop everything and be there for you. I might not drop my kids, they might come with me, but I'm gonna be there regardless. But I feel like, see, Ceci's always there, and I'm so sorry that I'm putting this out there, but I feel like Ceci has come to me a couple of times and been like, I feel overwhelmed with everybody's stuff, because she feels like, you know, she wants to be there and she is there for all her friends, but then they get, you know, like you get dumped on, not them doing it intentionally, but you know, Ceci is the friend you go to, and I was that 5 years ago. I tapped out and I was like, I can't do that anymore, because obviously like I can't split my time up, because while I was being there for my friends, I wasn't being there for my family. So
Yeah.
I had to prioritize. So I do have to find a good balance in all of that, where I can be more, you know, respectful and considerate about your guys' time, and you guys wanting to talk to me, just knowing how I am. You know, sometimes I don't answer back, so I know you guys just hit me up like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, oh, it's not an emergency, because they would have been like, yo, I really need you right now. But you guys are even reaching out to just say what's up, so
We
I
know
should
it's
be
all
more
love, though.
considerate. I know, but
Yeah.
I know I should be more considerate, so I can do better in that. And bound and like things that I feel like friends overstep, I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like I've created a lot of boundaries in my life right now where I
Yeah.
don't have friends. I don't feel like you guys ever overstep anything. If anything, I'm like the mother of the group, and you guys will never tell me things straight up. If anything, I don't know.
Don't tell your
I don't,
sister.
I don't think you guys are scared of me. I think that you guys just like, it's like a respect thing.
It's like a
I
different
guess.
level. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I don't
Yeah,
understand it.
you guys will never tell me things straight up, and that's
I feel
that's
like I tell
fine.
you
But
pretty
Do you
straight.
want us
also,
to?
I
You
think,
do.
like, the way you treat people is the way
Yeah.
people treat you back.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like,
that's
versus-
what it is.
Yeah, like you wouldn't treat us or talk to us any type of ways. So
Yeah, of course, I
would
try
never-
not never to
yeah.
make anybody feel uncomfortable.
But
So
like
I guess
if it, you know, like
Like
me
we'll
and
be
her
like,
could-
hey
could go
bitch.
at it.
Like if for you, I'm gonna be like, hi Scar.
yeah.
she's,
bro, like, I
she's
never-
been snappy at me,
better.
but like not in a bad way. I feel like she's testing me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you
she'll
have
say
been
something.
snappy.
Seeing where
She'll see
Towards Scar.
she'll say a
Facts.
little
I
slick
had a-
something, and then Ceci will chime in. Yeah,
Yes.
but I love her for that, because I feel like she's
Don't
herself.
say that. Don't give her the green light. Don't do that.
But I feel like she just like tests the water, and I laugh
Sprinkles,
because it's
sprinkles.
just funny, because I'm like, I know she's just like messing around with me or whatever. But then Ceci's like, why you asking her that? Why you da-da-da-da-da? So then she'll
Like,
jump
damn,
in. But
girl.
Ceci has always defended me since we were little.
Even if it's a joke, like bitches can't even joke around Cess.
No, no, my family do not.
I can't even tell your mama jokes no more.
No,
Oh no, she don't play by her
I
mom.
don't play about
Your
my
mama,
mom.
God forbid I look at Scar and I'm like Scar, fuck you, and Cess is like, and I'm like,
She already have Naya by the hair. Like,
no, I be pushing the limits though. I be looking Scar dead in the eye while Cess is trying to just intervene, and I'm like, take this insult.
Try me. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Try me.
a boundary. I said I don't really have any, but I've had
Okay.
friends cross those boundaries. Like, I've had a situation where I was there for a friend a lot, and so she was coming over every day after I got home from work, and it was getting to a point like, I'm never gonna
All
kick
in your
anybody
space.
out of my home. Like, if this is your safe
She
space,
better.
I was sleeping. And I was waking up in the middle of the night,
Wait,
and she was still there.
What, oh, was that?
And I remember,
Okay.
Ceci used to come in and be like, "Why is she still here? That's my side of the couch. I chill here." And,
How
and
I
she
go to
didn't
my
live with me
sister's
at the
crib.
time.
And somebody else in my spot.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Slobbery.
Bro, no, just laid out. I'm hovering like.
I know Brian feels that way when he sees me in the bed like this.
Yo,
I'm like, I'll go downstairs, Brian, no problem.
He's like, no, nah, it's okay, nah.
And he goes on the little couch. That's all broken.
He's so cute. Bored. Now, what's the third thing?
So the last thing is we're gonna read anything from our notes. It could be funny, it could be serious, it could be, you know,
Oh no.
not a grocery list, okay? Let's make it a little like, you know, I might tap into one of my saddest ones. I might have to build up the courage, but we're gonna start from Scar's side.
Paragraphs in here.
Okay.
All right, so let's just give y'all a moment.
Wait. Okay. Can we, like, do a thing where we're, like, scrolling and then say stop?
Oh
No.
Hell
No, because it's gonna be boring.
Okay, we could do
I'll
that.
literally pick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, let me pick mine
Yeah, I
because
got
I didn't
mad.
even pick
I got
mine.
panko breadcrumbs here. Passion
I have
fruit.
mad.
Oh, I
I
got
got
mine.
mad lids. Yeah, I got mad lids.
I got mine and I'm about to drop gems on you.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Of
I'm
course
not
you
ready.
do.
I'm not ready.
Of course you do.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
So I actually have this, like, list for myself that I'm not going to read it, but I had this list for myself.
Okay, I think I have a good one.
I had this list for
Sorry.
myself where, like, I self-reflected and wrote, like, places I can do better. And something I want to do is say less and impact more because I have a lot to say. But I want to be able to say, like, because I be talking too damn much. So this is one of the things that I learned recently that it's going to sprinkle, sprinkle.
All right. I have a lot of random stuff in here, but I guess I'll do this one. It says, finish what you started.
Ooh.
With this book, I plan to finish my healing journey, sharing my truths and learning lessons, because I know I was never alone in this, never realizing my actions carried more weight than my actual pain. It's never too late for change. The hardest part is always starting again.
Wow.
Did you cry?
No.
I really
It
like
just,
that.
I feel like
Snap.
sometimes like things just pop up in my head, so I need to write them down.
Wait, I really like that.
Yeah, it was just like I needed to, cause I know we discussed that I started writing again, and I kind of hit a writer's block, so that was like my start. Cause
My
I kept
actions
telling.
are heavier than my pain. I really, really
She about
love
to throw
that.
in a song.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, because I feel like when we make a decision, that holds a lot more weight
Wait.
than what we've already been through, because
Yeah.
it like literally paves your new path.
I feel like that's so hard to stay conscious of, right? Like, are my feelings bigger than the impact that I'm going to create?
That's what I'm saying, and sometimes we're
Crazy.
stuck in our feelings.
Yes, we're selfish half the time, right? Like, that's crazy. Angie? Thanks for sharing, Scar.
So this is probably like the funnest thing in here. It's not really that fun, but maybe it'll be.
It's because you're funner in person.
Okay, so this is literally like what I used to say when Target closed. Since I used to work there. So I had to like get on the loudspeaker and speak to the whole store. So I'm just gonna read what they make us say, because I have it written down, because I used to like read it because
Alicia's
I have
triggered.
bad memory.
Girl,
Alicia never had to do this.
Wait,
though.
what?
She's
sorry,
reading the
I'll
closing
do this.
statement
They
for
make you do
Target.
this at guest service. So, okay. Good evening, Target guests. Your Target store is now closed. Please bring your final selections up to the registers located at the front of the store. For your shopping convenience, Target is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Saturday.
They want
Have
y'all
a
to
good
remember
night.
that?
Yeah,
Imagine-
but I could
imagine
never
being-
remember it, so I had to like write it
that's
down.
first of all,
and-
that's long.
I feel like after a while
Yeah.
though, you like
No,
you
after a
would-
while, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
no, but
that's,
then you would have to be like, oh, it's this time and the store is closing in this amount of time. So like every time was like a little different.
yeah.
You gotta do it like every 15 minutes or something, right? Like
yeah, and
the
then I
whole
would have to
hour.
repeat it when it was 5 minutes left. and the store-
Attention,
the
all
store was
Target
closed.
members.
Yes,
The
and then
store's
everybody used to be like
closing.
this, like, oh, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
that-
You do it, and I'm like, bro, I just did it yesterday. Like,
Imagine being in the aisles and hearing Angie say that.
oh god, I used to like speed through it.
Alicia?
Y'all, I'm so triggered by my notes. 'cause
Yeah,
this is so old, bro. This is oh my god. So I just like took some pieces of it. It's basically like it's sad, bro. Like I guess I was going through it, I guess, and I like to text my notes first, and then, copy and paste it into the message. So, I have all my thoughts
Definitely
together,
learn
my
to do
notes.
that over time.
Right? So, all right, so, Brad, let's start off strong. It says, I'm so tired. I'm so drained. I don't even know how to feel anymore. I feel like I'm begging you to show me you love me, and even still, I don't get anything. You know it hurt me before, and you did nothing to actually change for the long run. You always just apologize, I forgive you, and then soon later, it goes back to the same cycle. I'm telling you how I want to be loved and shown affection, and you just ignore it. Aww.
You need a hug, babe?
Yo, like, what the fuck was I going through, bro?
Some shit.
Yeah.
Call me, I'll bring over ice cream.
But you overcame it.
Yeah, definitely
That's it?
overcame that. Yeah, that
That's-
was wild. Yeah, that was definitely deep in there.
Yo, I've had some dark shit. I've had to read it and be like, is everything okay?
Facts.
That's fucking
You
wild.
be getting crazy in these notes.
Cecilia?
I'm only gonna read a little bit.
Damn, everybody got some deep shit.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Target's
Yeah, I know.
closing speech.
Keeping it light, babe.
Damn, you can go through shit, huh, Angie?
Yo, right. No, I did, but I definitely deleted
Keeping
a
it
lot
light.
of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
me
why.
Okay,
She
so it
probably had to clean
says.
it out.
I literally cleaned it up.
It says, I have to learn how to let go of this relationship. We aren't on the same page. He's not going to stop doing little boy things that I already been through at my age. I'm older. I should be getting my job back, and from there I'll most likely end up going back home. I'm just getting tired of all of it. It's starting to get to the point where it's whatever. Someone that loves me wouldn't do the things he did, and it wasn't just little things. It was the big ones. And honestly, it hasn't been getting any better.
Do you need help too? Emotional support.
We need an emotional support dog.
Okay.
Do you have a funny one?
Angie always funny.
Yeah.
I can't shield you while I'm shielding myself from you. Mic drop.
I love how she had that shit
Yeah,
right
didn't even
here.
look at the phone.
She said notes right here.
Off the dome.
My brother said that to me the other day. And
You
it
put
was
it in
just
your
like,
notes?
yeah, because like there's certain times that I'll have conversations with people and I'll know that piece of information is with me forever. Like one time somebody told me you need to become a certain individual to meet a certain individual. And especially in my business, like that means a lot, right? And I read it, I have it on my poster board because every time that I look at it, it just reminds me that as I progress and go further in my internal journey, like my external reflects it. And I've witnessed it for myself. So yeah, that's a big one. But something that just really impacted me, especially because I struggle with boundaries, is I like to protect those around me. And especially when I love you, sometimes I'll let you hurt me. And that's something that I'm working on because you'll never be able to form a boundary for yourself if you can't start with the people that are closest to you. And those are the ones that hurt you the most, right? Because like you hold them so close to you, so it's easier for them to have access to your emotions. But yeah, he was like, you can't shield yourself while you're trying to shield the other person from letting them know that like you're being hurt. Like I have to choose one. It's either I'm choosing you or I'm choosing myself. So which one is it?
Scarlett wrote a quote like that on my window that's still there. It says, be there for others, but never leave yourself behind.
That part. That's again such a fine line. Like in being a good person is such a fine line. But what was yours, Angie?
No way.
Passion fruit and Dawn.
Goodbye.
Wait, hold
Oh
on.
my God.
No.
This is my list. For buying a home, you need to get approved. You need to have a good credit score. You can't move in the past 5 years, I think.
Oh.
And you need like a buyer's cost sheet. I don't know what the fuck.
You
I was
also
writing
can't
down.
buy a car if you're trying to buy a house.
Yeah,
Just
like,
putting that
yeah.
out there.
You can write that too.
Thanks for informing us because I definitely had no clue. So now
Yeah, I
I
didn't
can go on being a more functional adult. Thank you. Thanks to the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope y'all felt everything we felt when we read them notes. At least right here.
Yeah,
At least right here.
And if you were the one that was being talked about in those emotional ass notes making my friends emotional,
They definitely got
wait
punched.
till I catch those knees, baby.
The knees.
Knees. What you doing to the knees?
You need those.
I'm gonna kick it.
The caps.
You need those.
You need those.
Karate chop.
All right, so that wraps up the whole you can't
can't
six
six
with
with
us.
It's a wrap, baby.
Bow, bow, bow.
That's the booty cheek.
Whenever you